This episode of Android Q&A is brought to you by Domain.com. When the OnePlus One came out last year, it really made some waves, and it was near the top of our best bang for your buck smartphone lists. So naturally, there's a lot of anticipation for the OnePlus 2. So the OnePlus 2's official unveiling is only a few weeks away. So let's talk about what we know and what we don't know. And we'll start first with design. OnePlus has yet to release anything official regarding the OnePlus 2's materials, though rumors have been circulating for some time that the phone might come with an all-metal chassis. For starters, CEO Pete Lau teased in his Weibo account that this rumor may be true. Soon after that, we got our first early look at what is purported to be the new handset, featuring none other than an all-metal design. The leaked smartphone render didn't really show us anything too out of the ordinary: a rear-facing camera, a volume rocker on the right-hand side, as well as a standard 3.5mm headphone jack on top. It should be noted that we can't vouch for the validity of the image in any way, so this rumor should be taken with a grain of salt. Now, when it comes to the display, rumors have been floating around that the device could employ a screen that measures approximately 5.5 to 5.7 inches diagonally. The OnePlus One carried a 5.5-inch display, which seems to be the perfect size for many users who want a phablet but don't want to go as big as a 6-inch display. Increasing the size by a factor of 0.2 inches could put it up against the Galaxy Note line, though this slight increase could also turn some users away who value one-handed usability. Now, we do know for certain that the OnePlus 2 will have a fingerprint scanner. OnePlus explains, and I quote, "On the OnePlus 2, one quick tap will take you right to the home screen, with the ability to store up to 5 fingerprint profiles. It's fast, it's safe, and it's secure. Your smartphone is your most personal device, and its security should be personal too." The company has also confirmed that the OnePlus 2 will come with a new Qualcomm Snapdragon 810 version 2.1 processor. Despite many reports claiming that the original Snapdragon 810 runs too hot, OnePlus assures us that the new CPU will run cooler than ever. This also means that the device will come with the perfectly capable Adreno 430 GPU, which is good news for the gamers out there. Aside from the Snapdragon 810 version 2.1, the company also says that the device will feature 4 gigabytes of LPDDR4 RAM, which will bring faster loading times, smoother gameplay, and a slew of energy-saving features to the device. OnePlus also recently held an AMA on Reddit, revealing a few notable specifications for the device. For starters, the OnePlus 2 will feature a big 3,300 mAh battery, which is nearly a 10% increase over the OnePlus One unit. Now, thus far, not a whole lot has been leaked about the OnePlus 2's camera. There are some rumors floating around to hint at a 16 megapixel rear-facing camera and a 5 or 8 megapixel front-facing camera, but these rumors are backed up by little to no viable evidence. Seeing as how the One came with a 13 megapixel rear camera and a 5 megapixel front shooter, bumping each camera up by a few megapixels would be a natural progression for the upcoming flagship. Now, you shutterbugs can take some comfort knowing that at that same AMA Reddit, they did state that the OnePlus camera would be a major focus, with no other details. So sit tight. The OnePlus One originally shipped with CyanogenMod, which is based off Android 4.4 KitKat. Although many consumers were huge fans of the software, there's unfortunately no chance that the OnePlus 2 will be shipped with CyanogenMod OS. Back in April, Cyanogen and OnePlus experienced an entirely overly dramatic breakup, which basically meant that the two companies wouldn't be working together in the future. But not all is lost for OnePlus on the software side. OnePlus has developed its own software, dubbed Oxygen OS, which brings a few nifty gestures, quick setting improvements, and more of a familiar vanilla Android look and feel. Oxygen OS is available for download for the OnePlus One and will be the operating system that powers the OnePlus 2. Now, I know what you're thinking. When can I buy this puppy? OnePlus has not been shy when it comes to revealing price and release date information. In late June, the company announced that the OnePlus 2 will officially be unveiled to the public Monday, July 27th at 7 p.m. On the pricing front, according to the OnePlus CEO Pete Lau, the OnePlus 2 will cost less than $450 US. There was no mention of a specific price point when the company announced this information the other day, so we're unsure if their price will be closer to $450 or $300 like the OnePlus One. So what do you guys think? buy or no buy. In my experience with the OnePlus One, it was a geek's dream phone. It really was a powerhouse for a relatively cheap price. But there were some detractors out there, people who had real problems with the hardware. I want to hear from people who had it, loved it, or hate it. Love to read your thoughts about that in the comments below. So you all have one more day to come up with a .com domain name that is not already owned that inspires Joe Hindi to eat durian fruit. One day left, and then you win one of these. Show us the power of a .com. Why? Because no domain name extension tells your story with the same level of trust as a .com or .net domain name. .com and .net domain name extensions inject credibility into your online presence. And who doesn't want more credibility? You can save 15% on domain name and web hostings when you use our coupon code ANDROID at domain.com checkout. Don't forget, 15% off when you use our coupon code ANDROID. When you think domain names, think domain.com. Thanks for watching, Edward Army. My name is Jayce. Love to connect with you right here on Google Plus or Twitter, and I follow you in the comments below. I read all of them. You don't want to forget about my brothers, my brethren in Android who work super hard to be your source for all things Android.